evening, all my YouTube friends. Look at this. I'm be fancy with this. Maybe it's a little too much. Look, you even have a toilet refresher here in the background. Toilet cleaner. Hey, why not? I thought that I could share this on different media, but I'm only on YouTube at the moment, so let's see what happens. And I didn't make my coffee yet. But I was like, I need to talk to you guys. Bonjour! 2 people, 1 like, yes! So I'm broadcasting direct through the phone without any mics, without anything. So I hope it's not like a weird sound. And it feels like I'm like, but it's just oh, messy. Let's just hang stuff. Hey, Anne, hi, how are you? It works. Through the phone without. Oh, and then we have Ricky as well. Hi, Ricky. Can I share this? Like, let's share it through Telegram. Then we have Tony. Hi. Oh my God, we're here with 7 people. Oh my God. Rock and roll. Woohoo. Lily, Ricky, Sava, we, Bruce. Tuesday coffee break in Paris. Yes, there we are. It works. Oh my God. I thought, let's just go direct into this app. I'm in the worst mood, so I needed you guys to have a coffee. Are you guys in for coffee? I'm in for coffee. And I can take you out of my little thing. Look, and can we... Hey, Steven, in Phoenix, Arizona. I should tweet this out as well, no? Because I'm not sure if this is going places. No idea, because we're not on Twitter. And let me just see. Kevin Bowers, Happy New Year. I should read all my comments. Let me see if I'm not missing anybody. Peggy, Ricky, Tony, Bruce, Steven, Kevin. Woohoo! Bonsoir! Good evening! I love it. This is so cool. So, and now I can share it to Twitter. Let's do that. Let's share it to Twitter. Yep. Tweet. It's pouring raining. I saw all the problems, Ricky. I saw like Ellen and all that. Emma, hi, how are you? I saw like lots of issues going on. Not good there in Los Angeles. Even Harry and Meghan. It's probably because he wrote the book. By the way, Thursday, I got my hair appointment. Finally, I just walked into a hairdresser and I was like, I need to color, I need to cut. So Thursday, it's my turn. We are at the moment trying to book Bobby's ticket for next week. It's actually just under 600 euros return. Nothing cheaper. It's Air Canada. It should be fine. Direct, 6 hours. Boom, boom, boom. In and out. So that's great. Can I share this also to Facebook? I'm just trying all sorts of stuff here. Oh, I can give myself a like and then I can share it to Facebook. Oh no, not to Messenger. Duh. I just want to share it to the page. How does that work? Here, Facebook. Open Facebook. Hi, Donna. You have to come to YouTube because we are not on Twitter at the moment. Oh, on Facebook you get like a picture. I didn't know that would happen. I'm live now. That's cool. Join me. And then I can check in. Paris, France. Post! Wow, I didn't know it was so easy to check in. Did you guys know? Let me see. Oh, cancel. So how can I see all the comments? Yes, it's words up in Northern California. Colleen, hi! Bonjour! you, Colleen, Emma, Kevin, Stephen, Tony, Bruce. Woohoo! We're missing Peter. Peter, where are you? We're live. Donna, come to YouTube. Okay, let's make coffee. Voila. Hello, you people. It's, do you guys hear me loud and clear? I hope so. Let me get coffee. This is my coffee cup thing. Oops, clonk. Tim bought a lot of coffee. Can I show it? This to clean. Yes, my potatoes, onions. Conditions are cloudy in Detroit, 2 degrees. So here we have Starbucks. I like Pret a Manger. This is a Pret a Manger one. Well, you will see it rains in Paris. It's raining the whole time. I was out, it was raining. Espresso 10. Coffee cups. I label everything. I'm terrible. Like a real French kitchen. Coffee machine. Some espresso. Voila. Like maybe I can boil some water as well. Okay, we need... Oh, this is exactly where my my thingy is hanging. Oh, gee. I hang it... This is my mount. But I needed a little coffee cup. Wow, that's so cool. Wow. And even in the smallest kitchen in Paris, Tim always wants a dishwasher. So we have the tiniest dishwasher. It's a Bosch, but it does its job. It works really well. Because we're not going to live without a dishwasher. In the morning we have filter coffee. And this is our Jewish fridge. And then here, it's the courtyard. Cool, huh? But I thought I'd go live because I was missing you guys. And yesterday was not a great stream. So now we're only on YouTube. It's tiny little coffee. I wanted to buy raw milk today, but that didn't work. So here, second phone, nail polish. You can never have enough nail polishes in the kitchen. Cure. I'm terrible. I have so many nail polishes in the kitchen. It's totally... You know, that's what we saw at the Samaritan. Okay, we have that. And of course the plants. I'm going to put this one back. So, wait, let me turn the camera. Voila. Then I'm going to put this back. Voila. I have a sticky hand. Maybe I should wash it. You guys still hear me? Steven? No, this is the old place. This is my old place. The new place is... Well, I have to show you guys also the leak. Because it's terrible. I'm also going to show the very poor parts of this apartment. So don't buy it. Because you will never ever be able to... And you know I have this terrible habit. This is like flaxseed that I grind in the morning. Well, every few mornings, and I put it in the fridge. It's omega-3. Look. So I grind it, keep it cool. But I have this horrible habit to take a little bit. I love flaxseed. It's that like horrible, like, I don't know, it's a nutty kind of taste. Hi Joyce! Oh, the pictures of Bobby were beautiful, thank you. She is working on Thursday for the same client. It's weird because she has like the full-time job, you know, like because she got an offer after. You see, I really need a haircut. Thursday, it's booked in. Coloring and haircut. I'm gonna cut this much off. This much is gonna go off. I'm really gonna go hardcore. Peter, hi, we were missing you. I didn't know how to reach you because I'm on phone 1. By the way, is the sound clear? I was saying I had to go live just to be in touch. I had a very shitty day. Especially when I found this huge leak, and it's so like, pray for me that my archive is not like got wet on the bottom. I think the top shelves are okay, but I'm not sure about the bottom shelves. Oh, did you find me through Twitter or through Messenger? Like not Messenger, but through the Telegram. And also because I am in such a bad mood, like I really lack of sun, I'm taking these ones. Vitamin D3. To get a little bit of happiness. Because you guys are not giving me enough happiness. So I need to take D3. Telegram. Okay, good. They say vitamin D3 is good. So let's see.
Okay, I found this on the web for vitamin D3. Check it out.
The other Siri on my other phone is answering questions. Okay, thank you, Siri, but I didn't ask you a question. Hey, Siri. Who is ChantalTV?
Okay, I found this on the web for who is ChantalTV. Check it out.
Well, I'm not on there. Hey, Siri, what's the weather like in Paris?
It's currently cloudy and 10 degrees. Expect rain starting early in the morning. Temperatures are heading up from 10 degrees to 13 tonight.
Oh, you're also taking D3. Who's that? Joyce. It really works now. But I get like so much, like because the beginning of last year, I was totally breaking down. So now I'm taking D3, iron. Like this is like, I don't know if you have that in, taking this Floridix as well, iron. It's a drink. It's like Telcel. And they didn't have a Diet Coke, only the Coke Zero. I'm not so crazy about Coke Zero. Any other questions you'd like to know? Ask me. Have coffee with me. I'm just sitting here. So yeah, so like, does anybody know where this comes from? WD5? Which shop? Which shop? W5. Gee, we have all these codes. D3, W5. My doctor recommended D3 and B12. Yeah, exactly. I have from the B12, like also there is an other one, but I needed to take the iron because I was totally lacking of that. So, and then, oh yeah, that's what I tried to do. Yesterday I went to the lab to take blood so they could check if I had enough, like how my iron levels are going and all that, and my vitamin D. Question, but in Paris good to walk through, yes. Where's your dog and your cat? I had a dog, Fritzy. He turned 15 and a half in 2011 and then he passed away. So no more dog. But as you can see, wait, I'm just trying to, I always have a magnet. I love mon chien. Because I do. And also, not in Paris. Also nice magnets. Then what? Oh yeah, and I made a magnet of Bobby from the Polaroids. Look, I put this magnet tape on the back. And then you can glue your Polaroids on the fridge. Ah, and this is also something like... I took it off the Christmas tree yesterday and it had a magnet behind it. So I glued it on. Because I thought it was funny. And what else is on there? What is interesting? Amsterdam. Of course. New Zealand. Because that's where Tim is from. And Bobby has the same nationality. Een card when Bobby was a baby. Isn't she cute? There was Bobby when she was 1.5, I think. Yes, she was 1.5 years old. I don't think 2.5. This must have been 1.5. Yeah, 1.5. Isn't she cute? Oh. Hey, Miss Texas! Yeah, so cute, no? But I always think these are the funniest ones. Wait, let me just hang this back. Okay, these are funny. Hey, Sue! No, of course I'm not gonna forget that. Look, Bobby smiles. She must have been 5, maybe here. 5 is 4.5, 5. Probably 5. And Bobby cries. Doesn't she look like me? Hey, Ricky and Mina, look. Bobby smiles and Bobby cries. You always need a crying picture of your child. Ooh. Oh, shit. Bobby gave this to me. She went to Levanto, remember? Oh, Ramona displays 8 steps in Namibia and South Africa. My brother's in Namibia, so he's holding... She was an adorable sweetheart. She still is. She still is. Wait, let me just... So that was Levanto. What else? I'm just trying to see what... We went to Rarotonga. Oh no, this is Fiji. We went to Fiji, me and Tim. Too cute, I know. Look at that. It's a bit dirty, but this we bought in Rarotonga. No, in Fiji. That's where we went for our honeymoon. Happy New Year! So if you're wondering where you are, this is the kitchen of ChantalTV. And this is my old kitchen. With my red fridge. And you know, we have so much meat in it lately because I'm a little bit on a but do you want to see what's in my fridge? I'm just like, no shame. Want to see what's in my fridge? I want to see what's in my fridge besides milk. Okay, this is Tim's face. Going to go, payment's kicking in. Okay, bye. Take it easy, Colleen. Okay. This is Tim's favorite. This is what he takes to work normally. A salmon Buddha bowl. Coke. Yeah, of course. Coke Zero. Always in the fridge. This is what Tim likes. A Buddha bowl. It's a salad with salmon. So he probably eats this tonight, I think. Then Tim is Mr. Pastry Maker. Oh, well, he makes a tart. So this is the pâte feuilletée. So he makes normally like a... Yeah, that looks delicious, yeah. And then Tim makes fresh, like, a quiche out of this. And what does he put in it? Well, because it's a quiche Lorraine, you need speck. Lardon. So smoked lardon, smoked speck. There you go. So that is what Tim always puts in the thingy. Oh yeah. Gee, it looks like Tim is the only one who cooks. Fresh guacamole. He made that last night. So fresh guacamole. Ooh, this is also good. I didn't see that yet, but this is my favorite. Lait fermenté. Do you guys know what lait fermenté is? We nickname it also Arab milk. Lait fermenté, well, you can read. Fermented milk. I love it. If you're Dutch, it's karnemelk. I just can like, I love karnemelk. I love this so much. Oh, the text loves the guacamole. Yeah, I can imagine. Let me just put this next to in the fridge. This Tim bought because he got it for free on one of those cards, but we don't really eat that. Cocktail sausages. And then he wanted to throw it out, and I said no, because Bobby loves it. And then she wraps them with the feuillette and puts them in the oven, and then you have the like thingy in a coat, no, whatever it's called. What else do we have? We always have leftovers. Little weenies, little weenies. Yeah, pasta with meat. Also, Tim cooked so much last night. I love my yogurt. I love my Greek yogurt. Pig in a blanket, exactly. Pig in a blanket. We have lots of cheese in here as well. Because Tim loves cheese. I'm cold, that's why I'm wearing so many clothes. Gruyère. Roquefort. Yeah, well, if we have stinky cheese, we always put it in a container. And I love my Dutch cheese. The old Gouda. Oh yeah, but I have also bread. Oh, you have these white little balls, and then you ask them to slice it. Oh, this is like cake. You put like Nutella on it. Really good. Haribo. Haribo. Candies. That's me. Tim loves this. I don't know what he does with that, but he toasts it. It's a pain complet de seigle. They live in Singapore. Bling, 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 bling. Oh. Tim is just like... I think Tim has a Bling Empire moment. A real one. That's funny. But I can't read his message. Oh, funny. Ah, it's nice to be home. I'm still totally puzzled about the place where we're going to move to, because I'm not advancing quick enough, but also because the places that were offered were too quick. So it seems to like in the next few weeks, that's when we're going to fire up the search more. The picture's funny. Sorry, I always have to burp when I go live. That's terrible. It's terrible to burp when you go live. What a bad behavior. So what's the latest gossip, guys? Any embarrassing YouTube videos I have to see? Like people sitting in hot kettles or buying apartments with parents' money, or like any of that kind of stuff. And then in the end it all turns out they're super unhappy. Chantal, what's the price for a dozen eggs? Good question, Stephen Chazon. I believe it's around €2.70 if I'm right. €2.70 for a dozen eggs. Is it a dozen? Do we have a dozen or do we have 10? We have 10. It's not a dozen, it's 10. I think it's €2.70. But I can check on the app. Let's see. The eggs are not so expensive here. Lidl eggs price. I'm looking it up. France. I have to look France. I thought it was €2.70. Well, do you still make your own yogurt? Not at the moment, Peter. Because today I should have got like fresh stuff. Okay. There are a couple people on YouTube doing apartment hunting. As I don't follow them, they aren't coming up in daily feeds. Wow, that's $8. Yeah, but you know what, Miss Texas? By chance, I looked at, you guys have Aldi, no? ALDI in the States. And I looked at the prices of Aldi, because we have Aldi here. And Aldi is so cheap. And I was like, wow. But maybe it's because the dollar is so expensive. We're paying close to $6 for a dozen. Yeah, Aldi's super expensive, Peggy. Yeah, no, I killed the kombucha as well, Ricky, because we're gonna move. I'm killing everything. Well, not my husband and my child, but I'm even gonna like shrink the plants because it's a jungle and I can't move it. They're too big. Ridiculous, yeah. Yeah, but Peggy, like also a lot of these apartment hunter people, it's a lot of like influencers and they're giving apartment tours and they're so unrealistic. I saw this Asian girl doing an apartment tour. It was like 200 square meters. And I was just like, well, you can rent that for a night with a few friends or a few nights with a few friends when you're on holiday, but that's not the place you're gonna live in. That is what people forget. We have long-term rental. We, already paying over €2,000 is a lot of money. Oh, you do a lot of shopping at Aldi. I want to learn to make kombucha. It's really easy, but I just killed mine off. So in the new apartment, I will start it. Do you have to move furniture out of your windows? Yeah. We rent because we have so much furniture and no elevator. So we're going to have one of those cranes. Because we had one as well when we moved in here. We rented it and it just came all up through the windows. And then, so that's why I start packing already. So I packed my first box. The first box is packed. It says Christmas stuff. And it's totally full till the top. I just have to wrap the Christmas tree now because we have a recycle. Yeah, but we have those cranes. So... But the problem always is everybody moves at the end of the month or the beginning of the month. So they're all booked by the 1st of April, before the 1st of April. So, like that is our only concern, that we have to have one of those things available. And you book them for like 1 or 2 hours. And if I remember well, I think we paid a few €100, just like cash like that. So they just like whoop, 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 up and down. But I mean, you've seen it opposite as well. My real ideal place would be the corner place on the opposite, but I think they're selling it. One advice, what not to buy in Paris, this place. This place, don't buy this place, it's terrible. Well, you get a good deal, but you're gonna have a lot of trouble in the future with it. I tell you that. Because I know this apartment in and out. You can buy it for cheap, well, relatively cheap, but it's gonna be share. It's gonna be, and the elevator will probably never arrive, and anything above the 3rd floor without an elevator is really hard. Really hard. Let me see if I saw all the comments, because I probably, wait, let me just find my second phone. Yeah, and then I can read the comments from my second phone instead of like this. But yes, we gonna move on, because our couch, we have one of those big like corner couches with like feather, like so heavy, and it's a sleeping thing. It's like from Habitat. It's old school Habitat, really heavy. All my my cabinets in my office with all the magazines and books, that's like, you need movers for that. But you will see it, you will see it, you will see it. What the real life is in Paris when you lived here for 26.5 years with a child. So yeah, so I answered the question of Bruce already, also of Peggy. You do shopping at Aldi. Ron does the shopping. Yeah, I am not, because the cheap shops in Paris are Aldi and Lidl. And we live like, there's a new Aldi over there and there's a little Lidl here. But the little Lidl here, everything sells out so quick, and really poor people shop there. So for me, it's like when I go there, I'm like, I can't shop. It's really sad. People counting pennies, and you know, like in France, things are different than in the States. And you know, like today also I needed to quickly get something, like my cleaning stuff that I like from the Lidl. So now you know it's the Lidl. I mean, and people are too close to me in my comfort zone, you know? Like they're like so close that it's like, gee, go away. Give me space. You know, in Paris everything is so tight already, so yeah. Yeah. But yeah. It's so funny if you see how my mount is hanging. I just checked our local Aldi's and the eggs are $5. Yeah. Well, Mr. Access, here we can't buy so expensive at Aldi, because Aldi is just very cheap. Monoprix is more expensive, but $5? No. Wait, let me just turn the camera. I look at that little funny thing. I just wanted to talk to you guys. So I'm charging my phone. I'm just have it hang here. Oh, they have also like filters on. Oh, look, wow. Ooh, I'm in the spotlight. Crush. Blush. Beam. Is Beam nice? Beam is quite nice. Wow. If you're here for the first time, make sure to subscribe and like. Yay! Now I feel like another coffee. But I can't drink another coffee with caffeine, because I'm going to be like... Blah, 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 blah. That's a good one. Yeah, this is a good one, no? We look all pretty and... But this is so white. I always have this white tooth here. But I always had that. On my whole Periscope career, I had this white little little tooth here. My Aldi is very reasonable. I'm in the Midwest. Eggs are just high everywhere, even Walmart. Yeah, but it must be in the States you guys have expensive eggs, because here it's not too bad. There is bird flu here, but our bird flu is they close certain places or they keep them contained. But so I'm in the Midwest also, and I agree. So it depends, I think, on the area where you are. That certain areas the bird flu is more contained. Oh, there's one thing I didn't get out of the fridge and I really like it. Wait, let me just get rid of this. How do I do that? That's a good one, yeah. This I really love. Sausages, smoked sausages. Do you know these sausages? They are French. Etre or something like that. They're smoked sausages, pig sausages. They're so good. And then with potatoes, and then you make mashed potatoes, and then you put sauerkraut. You know, I miss fermented. I love fermented food. Oh, something fell. I love fermented food. I think we need to book tickets for Bobby. It's kind of funny to sit this way because I'm like looking up. But you know why I'm doing that? Because then you don't have an under chin. Double chin. Are you and Andrew still going to try and get together? Andrew. Oh, online maybe. Yes. But I think we're like, for him, the 6th of January is always very busy. So, and I'm like getting in, and Bobby's coming home, but it will happen. It will happen. How about kielbasa or Polish sausage? Assume both are sold in France. Just never search for them. Yeah, this is very similar to Dutch sausage, to rookworst. I think like the whole of Europe has something similar. I think. Oh, I see my emails coming in as well. Like after all this stuff I did with the computer and it didn't work, I was like, you know, I need to do it with the phone. The phone works better. I prefer sauerkraut and spare ribs. Oh, wow. That sounds good. Opening accreditation. Paris Fashion Week menswear. Oh, sorry, I was just looking at an email that came in. Because Paris Fashion Week is starting. I'm gonna go to a few couture shows with Bobby. Because Bobby's here, we're gonna attend shows together. She's not gonna walk them. We're gonna watch. Because no, it's impossible to for her at the moment. She's not in a couture shape. She's not in a couture shape. I love sauerkraut. My husband, who is from Germany, does not like sauerkraut. Oh, sauerkraut is the best. I love sauerkraut. You know, I can eat it raw. And it's very easy to make, sauerkraut. You cannot handle sauerkraut. It's very healthy. My favorite deli sandwich here is pastrami with sauerkraut. Yeah, sauerkraut is really good for you. Okay, Miss Texas, now I'm like, all the time, because I have your name in my notes from the postcard I sent. So it's Blair. Miss Texas is Blair. I always forget Blair, but Blair, now I remember. Yes, Blair. Oh, I put an E behind your name, Blair. I enjoy cabbage, just no kraut. You don't like the salt over the cabbage, so you don't like the fermented footage. Yeah, no, it's just like I have to get in the rhythm again, Blair. It's like Lily Day is on, then Lilac something is Nina. So like a lot of people have like other names, and then I have to remember, and then I forget, and I know I have it. And you are in my do I oh no, don't download my contacts. Let me see. Groups. Oh no, it's not in here. I have it in an Excel sheet, and I found it the other day in an old Excel sheet. I don't even know if it must have been 2016 maybe. So Blair has been following me for a long time. Now I want sauerkraut. Yeah, me too. Now we all want sauerkraut. Yeah, the Periscope channel, yeah. And now like on Twitter, they're bringing video back. Like you can upload up to an hour of video, but like you need to be Twitter Blue, and in France we don't have Twitter Blue, so it's only for American people and New Zealand and all that. So we can't do that. We can't buy the Twitter Blue. We can't. And then like also our Twitter accounts, because we are not Twitter Blue, then we don't get anywhere. So it's really silly, this whole Twitter situation. And then of course we had Habs. I'm not even on Twitter. That's a drive-by pie fight. Yeah. But you know, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the platforms are trying to simplify their platforms. Instagram is simplifying, Twitter is simplifying, everybody's simplifying. Everything that's outside of the Twitter timeline or timelines, they get simple again. I've been on Twitter only twice in the last 3 weeks. Very good. I like Twitter. Also because I'm following the whole Andrew Tate story and stuff. Like, the guy is such an asshole, but he's so terribly clever, which is so. And then the question is it wrong what he does or not? You know, like that's what I keep saying. If it's underage girls, blah blah blah, you know, then it's a problem. But let's see what it's all about. This whole Andrew Tate thing. Because basically he was like pimping girls on that app. What is it called? OnlyFans. Elon Musk is ruining Twitter. Yeah, I don't know. I think Twitter was already ruined in 2016, but that's my opinion. I like Twitter, but it was already. It's normally if Trump wouldn't have been president in 2016, the app would have already bankrupted in 2016. It's only because Trump used it, that's why it's continued. But basically, Twitter was dead in 2016. So, and then of course because in 2015 they bought Periscope, and well, don't need to be. We're on YouTube. We're on YouTube. And you know, I say YouTube is like a pair of socks. Young people, babies know how it works. My mom knows how it works. Old people know how it works. So YouTube is a good way of hanging out, I think. I'm on Facebook because my kids post on there. Exactly. But that's the only reason. But my kid is not posting on there. My kid is not. She only uses Facebook Messenger. If he was president still, I can assure you there would have been zero support to Ukraine. People need to think about that and what is come with future support. Peggy, I can even say it's more clear. There wouldn't have been a war if he was still in charge. Think about that. I'm not a Trump supporter at all, but Trump would have not got it to escalate to a war. He would have, yeah, it sounds really weird, but there wouldn't have been a war. YouTube is easy. I can have a channel. We all have channels. Okay, let me see. There is the accreditation for Paris Fashion Week. But why the hell do they keep asking me? They send me 500,000 times. Please get your... Well, maybe I... Let's see. Maybe I take an accreditation this season. Anyway, we will see. We will see. We will see. But even like my whole fashion thing, like it will not work on Twitter because I'm not Twitter blue. So yeah, it's all a bit messy at the moment. At the moment. I just keep looking at this white little tooth here. It's nice to hang out. How long have we been hanging out? 46 minutes. So I'm doing this on the YouTube app. It basically works when you're at home. It doesn't work when you walk around in the streets. Get enough followers and you get. I love YouTube for the crafters. We will agree to disagree on that one. Yeah, that's why we shouldn't talk politics. Get enough followers. I am monetized. Don't you see that? Don't you see the... No, you don't see that because everybody gets ads. No, I'm monetized. That's why people have the little Eiffel Towers, so they can sponsor. So they can have you can only... When you're monetized, that's when you can have the Eiffel Towers. It's true. Sorry. It's too warm outside and too cold outside, and the trees have these funny things that like make me allergic. So I'm in my allergy scene already. So I'm taking like micro doses of my how do you call it? Anti-allergy pills. Gee, the quality is really good, isn't it? Well, it's good. Let's not say it's really good. It's good. So my thing is like, I don't know how to get more followers, but you know, in the end, oh, thank you, Ricky, for the coffee. Merci, super chat, super sticker. Merci, super sticker it is. You see, that's how you know you're monetized. So you can give super stickers, super chat, super fans, super follows, super everything. Super you, super me, super we are together. But anyway, it's nice to have a lot of people that follow you or that subscribe to you. But the problem is, you know, like Blair, I forget your name now. Sometimes I have to get back into it. So it is really hard to remember my whole community. I always say, I said that with Periscope as well. It's a highlight. What is like really it? Oh, I can even see like how much is given. Wow. €3.73. Wow. God, now you took me off my topic. Oh yeah, I always said with Periscope that the amount of people that was nice is around 5,000 people in a community. So at the moment I'm on 3,100, but when I grew to 100,000 on on Periscope, I always said the best was 5,000. So on YouTube, I hope to get to 5,000 because 5,000 is really nice. Because then you have, because then also in the community, you guys still know each other. But if you get too many, it becomes crazy. And like on Periscope, it's like, blah, 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 you know. It was blocking and doing all that kind of stuff. Ain't fun. And that, but like now we don't have to block each other. Well, if you're, oh, that's nice, Ricky. What is that? It's like a little, what is that? A little birdie thing? It's a little birdie thing. Can I also use my own emojis? Chat viewing options, top chat, live chat, super chat. I remember some of the crookers that used to come on Periscope. Exactly. Face? Oh, was it a face? I couldn't see what it was, Ricky. I was like, what is that thing? But you can see that, like, if... So, now I have a community of 3,100. But if you get to over 5,000, it's like... I basically grew 100,000 in a week on YouTube, on Periscope. And then it was really... Yeah, that was really mad. That was really mad. And it was hard to take my control over the community again. So that is kind of like the situation. It says I have a new memory on this day. Look, that's funny. A hairdressing memory. God, my hair looked nice. I colored it. I cut it. With Patrice, but he retired. Reddit was a good next, but sometimes the catch was overwhelming. Yeah. Oh my God, Ricky. That was just over a year ago. I was on Reddit and suddenly I was like featured there. And I had like, I think like I had like some streams with 800,000. Yes, nice and natural. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that was a year ago and it was really the old Periscope feeling. But I remember even from the beginning on Periscope when I had 1,500 followers maybe. I would go to the Eiffel Tower and they didn't have like the timer thing yet. So like all the comments would come on one time and it was like crazy. And I would just try to keep up to read comments. So yeah, it was like really nice. But here's Bobby also in the background, the hairdressers. But this time I'm going before she comes, so she doesn't have to deal with me and the hairdresser. I need some water. I'm thirsty. I've been talking too much. I talk too much, you guys. I need water. Also from the Lidl. I just think these tops are annoying now that stay connected. It's a new law. You're not allowed to have tops that go off the bottle. I have all these. Right, let me go back. Are you guys following the Harry story? I think it's horrible. I mean, I'm not Team Harry, Meghan. I think they're totally respectless. I'm sorry, but if you bought... How's Notre Dame coming along? Very good. They're building 24 hours, 24/7. So that's why the lights are on. Like Zoya, when she's in Paris, she can't sleep because the lights are just shining in her bedroom. Yeah, so it's coming along well. There's more lights on the Notre Dame than the rest of Paris. Ice, ice, baby. That was not me. There was a frog here in the kitchen. Did you see the frog? Or did you hear it? There's a frog in the kitchen. Do I need to read more comments? The last postcard you sent me was of Notre Dame before the fire. Yeah. Did you see the frog? We have a frog invasion here. Oh, I see that Clem is live on Twitter. He's talking about Bitcoins and crypto open mics. After tacos for dinner. Yeah, Paris was chaotic. After tacos, we have lots of frogs in our house. What did I want to say? Well, Ricky, like, it was chaotic, but not as chaotic when the attacks were, because we were living right in the middle of, like, the whole triangle. That was hysterical. Like, Charlie Hebdo and the things, that was, like, really crazy. I mean, if I really think about it, about the whole Notre Dame, it's just a bloody roof that burns off, and then everybody put, like, $1 billion in. I don't, yeah, okay, it needs to be built back, but $1 billion. And then we have so many people sleeping in the street and all the refugees that they don't, really? A frog? And then, like, we have so many refugees that can't eat and are cold, and there is no, and like $1 billion. You can do a lot for $1 billion for refugees in the street in Paris. I'm sorry, but we could have put a tent over the Notre Dame. And also, there's still no conclusion about what happened, but most likely, cigarette, dump it on the old thingies, and fire. You can do a lot for the entire country for $1 billion. Then the manifestation shut down metro stations. Well, Well, by the way, whoever is gonna come, like, soon. Prepare big manifestations, because it's pension reform time. Here at 62 years old, like, Macron wants to bring it up to 64, 65, like a normal country, and nobody will agree on that. So 54% is like, no. So expect big strikes. I have a bike, I have a raincoat for the bike, so I'm not going to depend on all that. But I was going to get my blood tested yesterday, and the whole week all the labs all over Paris are closed. Bye, Sue. Thank you for passing by. So the whole week, you can't take blood. So I have to put it in. Okay, next week I'm going. You know that, like, when I gave birth to Bobby, that's 22 years ago. She turns 22 years this month. The thingy mates were, how do you call them? The ones that take care of you when you give birth. They were on strike. pension reform time. Oh my, I pray this is turned down for you all. It is 66.75 for you. Well, come, Peggy, in France, midwives, yeah, they were on strike. And then, well, I can't even tell you, like, what a horror scenes that all was. But anyway, yeah. Midwives on strikes. I'm in the hospital for 5 days with a baby. Here's your baby, bye. And I'm like standing there like, what am I going to do with this baby? What happened? I was like, here's the baby. Yeah, thanks. And now? Because here you're obliged to stay 5 days in hospital. I mean, maybe now it's 4 days, but salut Hans. So they hold you there, and then I don't know. Also a very weird thing they do in France. They they do the Kegel exercises. So basically they train your vagina back in shape. So after you give birth. I didn't know that. So I was like, oh yeah, you go to the physiotherapist. I'm like, okay, yes, like nice, a massage. Yeah, like it starts like 6 weeks after birth. So I went to this massage place, and there they are with this like electric thing, and then, yeah, okay, squeeze. I was just like, what the heck is this? Kegel exercises. I'm like, I'm here for massage, not for that. Anyway, I did it because supposedly it helps you not to pee in your pants at my age now. And I don't pee in my pants. I should add this most recent election has not his current president. And those opponents want our social security system to go away. Too many seniors depend on that, including the Republicans. Glad we have savings right after birth. Yeah. Well, good luck with your baby. Yeah. No. Yeah, Ricky. In Holland. Okay, I'm from the Netherlands. I had not even any idea that you had to book a hospital. So I went to the doctor like 6 months when I was pregnant. I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm pregnant. And he's like looking at me. And he's like, what are you gonna do? You need a hospital room. And I'm like, do I? Because I'm Dutch. I thought, because I had no friends giving birth here. I said, well, in Holland, we just give birth at home and that's it. No, you can't do that. It's not allowed. I'm like, okay. You need a hospital bed, but it's all fully booked. And I'm like, fully booked? What does that mean, fully booked? Do you really think if I'm walking in the street and my water breaks, that they're gonna let me give birth in the street? I said, no, this is not fully booked. And I had a gynecologist called Dr. Joe. And he's like, my name is God, but I can't do miracles. He was very funny. I was like, all my specialist people, they were gay mafia. Because my French, or my doctor, is a GP, gay GP. And he put me with all the gay mafia medical people. So I was totally taken care of. It was funny. Dr. Joe. You can't give birth at home, but you can in the streets. Well, in the end, I got a hospital bed like here up the road where Edith Piaf is born. And all good. I thought being pregnant, giving birth was really easy. I was like, oh yeah, that's no problem. And then I got this baby and I was like, what am I going to do with this baby? Here, Tim, take it. Take the baby, please. I'm not for babies. Here, I breastfed 7 months because I thought that was like my duty. Like I knew if I wouldn't I knew I would, if I wouldn't breastfeed my child. What am I talking about? Story time. If I wouldn't breastfeed my child. Is this worse than the stories of sitting on a kettle to be infertile? But I knew if I wouldn't breastfeed my child, there wouldn't have been a connection. So I was like, I need to breastfeed my child because otherwise there's no connection. I was like, and I swear I don't remember anything from those first 9 months. Basically, you're taken over by an alien for 18 months. 9 months pregnant, 9 months off. I'm a very natural kind of person. But yeah. Yeah, no, it was like really hilarious. Here's your baby. Okay. Thanks. And well, breastfeeding is also the easiest because then you don't have to do anything. Having never had a baby to term, I'm considered useless here because I'm not a mom. Aww. Sorry, Peggy. No, that's not true. You're very good. You're very good. You're a very good mom. You're a very good mom. You're like a mom to everybody and all the dogs, and you're caring. I was just like telling this weird story. A dog mom. I was a dog mom too. But here another story. 1 week before I gave birth, I said to the nurse, my baby was in my body for almost 10 months. If we haven't bonded by now, we're in trouble. Yeah. I thought I was pregnant of a dog. So 1 week before I had to give birth, I said to Tim, I don't want another dog. We breast hounds years back. Yeah, of course that counts. You and Jay are at the opposite ends of this reproduction topic. I know. I know. And also I can, because Bobby graduated now, so she's done. I can tell the whole story from the beginning till now, till she graduates. Like language wise, which school to put her in, to, you know, like any parents can learn from the trip or the roads we did with her in Paris. It's quite interesting. You know, which school you put them in, like, because I tell you, till she went to college, so till end of high school, this is how much money we paid for education. Bilingual education, 0. We never paid anything. This is France. You pay a shitload of social costs and everything. That's why people like Jay, they need to pay a lot of tax because they're single men. But when you're a family and you have a child, you pay tax, less tax, because it gets split over the baby as well. And you get everything for free. Free school, free, well, not totally free, like everything, but the worst situation in France is a single man. You pay so much tax. You pay so much. So of course he's not happy about that, I can imagine. Make a family. Why would you be not fertile? You know, problem solved. Single men adopt babies and not buy dogs. No, I'm kidding. No, but in France, it's really seriously, single men are paying like top dollar. Because we pay like basically a third of our income social cost, and a third of our income is then tax. That is like if you're a single person. But if you're a family, it gets split over. So if you are 3, it gets split over 3. You know, they don't count, Ricky. No, but you're married or you have a PAX, like a living together agreement, a PAX, they call it here. If you are in a PAX, PAX, they also count that as like, so they split it in 2. So when you're PAX, it's already, so you would not pay the top dollar. That would be a great romance comedy. He was single and needed a tax deduction. Jenny was pregnant, but her boyfriend dumped her. Voila. Yep. That would be a good... But then they have another thing, that when you get married in France, you can't have a divorce for another 12 months. So it's not like as in the UK, as in America, like, oh, we don't agree, we divorce. Here, you have to stay together another 12 months. So if there is a baby, that it's still in the lock of the marriage. So you can't... so the baby basically doesn't get born out of the lock situation. Well, no, a lot of people don't get married, but Yeah. So this is a little bit like maybe I should make a drawing of it. Nobody ever really explains it on YouTube, do they? Maybe I can make a video of that. I just take a piece of paper and I draw. This is top rate. If you're 2, then there's this. Jay pretty much bumps us out these days when he whined a few weeks back on people shouldn't visit Paris. Yeah, no, that's all Christmas story. What is he saying? I said it to Tim. I didn't even... I was... Whined a few people shouldn't visit Paris at Christmas. I commented for one blessed to live in Paris. He's letting his depression show. But, you know, okay, I'm going to explain something really quick about YouTube. YouTube is not as profitable anymore for the YouTubers as it was. So people like him, but also that other Parisian guy, I forgot his name, Nathaniel Drew, I think. Lots of followers, but of course the income went down because we are all out of lockdowns, and so we watch less YouTube. And also they're focusing on shorts, so less on the long content. So if you depend on YouTube, because they're YouTube creators, they don't have another job. Like my job is being a producer. So, you know, like I can produce and that's it. And that is my proper occupation. But if you don't have a proper job like that, and you're in your 30s, I basically had this job already when I was 26. So I was never dependent on the YouTube. So if there is no more YouTube, then I still have a very cool job. Those guys don't have that. So if they want to be a producer now, which they could, or it's not the same as, you see what I mean? He's definitely not husband. I'm sorry. No, there is a girl for him, or a guy. You know. Yes, Peggy, that was weird. I kept wondering, who was that for? I loved Paris. Paris with, you know, I was in London. Everything is closed. That sucks. If everything is closed, that sucks. In Paris, everything is open. It's bigger than ever. I lived here for 26 and a half years, nearly 27 years. I've done a lot of Christmases in Paris. It's great. Everything is back to normal. I don't know what. I saw a part of the video and I was just like, what is he doing? Why does he keep whining? What's his problem? Nathaniel Drew, same thing. Yeah, you know, you buy an apartment as a 23-year-old in Paris. His parents bought it. I said that. Now you see the videos. It's his mom and his dad. It's just like, there is no realistic. They create these imaginary things. You don't have to live above it. The reality is, you, me, we all shop at the fucking Aldi. We all shop at the fucking Aldi to save some money, to live in Paris, or to go on holidays to Paris, or to watch and support each other. Sorry, I'm getting really, really, really pissed off. Because it's strange behavior. Super strange. Look, and the numbers go down. Nobody wants to see me screaming. Yes, I'm here with the facts. I think young people these days have unrealistic expectations. I don't totally agree with that. Okay, I give you the example of my Bobby. So Bobby just graduated. She got an offer. She has a fantastic job, well paid. She could have also chosen for a YouTube kind of career, to be a model. She's still modeling. Like day after tomorrow, she's modeling. She models like every few weeks. She does like some little jobs, nothing like, you know, nothing major, no Chanel, no. She can follow that path, but that path is ego. She's not on social media. Most of the social media you see of Bobby's me. So, and he's supposedly taking a break from his channel. Yeah, he should just hang out with his mom and his father. We drive all the cars, so we have no car payments, so we can visit France for a month every few years. We don't pay 150 a month for cable, so we can travel. Exactly, Peggy. The thing is, of course, all of you guys are like, oh yeah, great to find an apartment. Of course, it's great to find an apartment, and in the end, if we have to pay more, we will. But we try to limit our expense as well. You know, we know what's realistic and not realistic. We just have to find that place that is realistic. And if you ask what is like the most perfect amount of money we want to pay per month, probably 1,500 euros a month. If it's 2 bedrooms, up to 2,000. But still, that's a lot of money. But you see what I mean? We have to be realistic. We have to be, you know, like I see amazing apartments on all the travel websites, but they are too expensive. Point. They're too expensive. We need something to, you know, like maybe I have to be in different neighborhoods. That's why we go find it, and we rent. We don't buy, also for personal reasons. But you see, like I'm trying to be realistic about the whole situation. That's why finding an apartment, we can always find an apartment. That's not the problem. The problem is, do we find something that will fit our needs and is in our budget and is, you know. But I was just trying to get back to Bobby about the whole ego thing. So she could have chosen the path of the modeling. No, she chooses the path of a steady job. I mean, she was 6 weeks old. She was at her first show. She was less than 3 months. She traveled to the south of France to see a whole fashion event there. She knows everything about the whole fashion scene. And yes, we were talking about thingy babies, Nepo babies. Of course, she got jobs because of Tim and me and all that. But she knows what is realistic. And in her experience, she wants to be financial independent. And that she gets with a good, well-paid job. And she works hard for it. And also during the COVID, she worked and she has zero debt. Fantastic. She, you know, but if you only rely on YouTube, it's not gonna work. See what I mean? So I have lived the modeling life. I just have to look at the comments because I saw Peggy said so. Agree, Mr. My kids have kids and have great job, nice salaries, nice homes, and live within their means. Exactly. Agree, Miss Texas. I managed 250 real estate in the most of 25, 35. Totally unrealistic about most things and want everything done for them. Nobody wants to work hard. And I can tell you, Bobby is a hard worker. And, you know, like, I know she's not going to go out there and buy designer bags and all that kind of stuff. And of course she will make a mistake at one stage, but that's normal. But seriously, the YouTube future, like Tim was with this model the other day working, and she had 3 French Vogue covers in 2020, and she said to Tim when she heard Bobby's stories, and she's like, I'm so jealous because she's 25 and now she's not working as much anymore. No study, no future. She has to start to rebuild something. You see what I mean? So the choice between ego and something realistic. What I think for the ND and also Jay, what is realistic is to build like a service company up, you know, become a manager or become like a producer, but then like for the, you know, not YouTube related. And then do that 50-50. You still do some YouTube and then you do the rest, because YouTube is not a career. Modeling is not a career. It's just an opportunity to make quick money. People don't have pride like they used to. Bobby's a shiny apple from a parent's tree. That's sweet. No, but you know what I mean. Sorry, people. But this is just how I think. I think, you know, and of course, it would have been fantastic if Bobby would have had a Chanel like contract or whatever. But she moved to Montreal. She studied there. She, you know, and she didn't chase the modeling career, but made enough money to pay for her stuff. And that's it. And now she is going into the world and have a real job. And of course, we're going to continue doing like that. She shows up on my channel and we can talk. And there's already this famous girl from Brazil that also wants to join us in a talk. And she's older. Like, she's not Bobby's age, she's older. And, you know, we can just talk about stuff. And it's fun. Or show stuff, or, you know. It's not for, like what I said, like, I would like to grow to this group of 5,000 people on YouTube, which is absolutely perfect. The best community. Well, now I have the best community with all of you here, but God, I keep talking and now I will be hated by other YouTubers because I said that. But it's, you know, like thank you, Resistance. But it's really like you know, I know models, I know modeling from all points of view. I've been modeling, I've been, you know, we're parent models. I've been on the other side as client. I still am on the other side as client. I know lots of bookers. So I do know really the business really, really well. And it's not very different than being a YouTuber. And that's also what I know, what the psychology, you know, like how people respond on it. And it's ego, more followers, more loves, more this, more that. And it doesn't bring you anywhere. Really. It's you know, you can have 3 million followers. Well, I had 250,000. It's not always pleasant, eh? It's not always pleasant. It's fun. It's rock and roll sometimes. What Ricky said as well. Like when we were on Reddit and you have then 800,000 people joining your stream and it just like rolls and rolls and rolls, which is very funny. But it's crazy. And you know, like, and then traveling the world. And that's also why with Tim, I said to Tim, I don't need to travel the world. We can just do slow travel. That's why I start to hashtag things, slow travel. We just slowly travel. And I don't need a dog to keep me company. I had a dog for 15.5 years here. And when he passed away, I said, oh, in a year, buy another one. Now I'm happy. I don't have a dog. I have freedom. I can do what I like, you know. And it's great to have dogs and cats. But also, I think Ricky can agree. It's really like hand-tighters, like dogs and cats and everything. And in the meantime, we keep shopping at the Aldi and the Lidl. So we can still do fun things. You know, because we live now. We live now. We should do it now. And really, if you tell somebody, yeah, I'm super successful on YouTube. And it's like, yeah, so? And what is that going to bring you? You need a business with it. If you have a proper business with it, then and not like how to become famous on YouTube or how to get followers on YouTube or another crypto scandal or another. No, just be you. And of course, for tour guides, it works really well. The internet, you know, with Paris, and that's how they can support their business, and then it totally makes sense. But if you don't have that, and for me, I'm producing, so, you know, it's also a good help. Anyway, on this note, I hope you guys enjoyed this talk 83 minutes later, which went off my time of cleaning up. But I will continue and tie my hair up again and go get the toilet's pink span and book Bobby the ticket. Finding balance is the key. Well, you know that now, Ricky. Finding balance. Now you have a little bit more time. But you know, also, like, so you retired, so you have time now. But you're healthy. Lovely talk and glad to see the menu for the weekend. Good chat. Yeah, thank you, Ricky. And I am not here to say bad things about the other people. But I can see they're all depressed and they're all having a hard time, and it's just frustrating because it's like, seriously, it's like being a model. It's not a career. You have no influence, nothing. Being a YouTuber is not a career. You have to do something like sustainable with it, you know? Like, I don't know, grow a community, hang out. I was like the ND what I saw the other day. Like I was like, that's just your parents' kitchen. That's not something you made. That's not your apartment. You know, don't keep this floating imaginary thing up because it's not. And being in the art scene of Paris is like, you need to visit a lot of art things to be in the art scene of Paris. Not to, you know, snob that down, but art is you know, unless you buy it, but art is not something you just know like that. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to organize these meetings. Yeah, with who? With other YouTubers? Anyway, thank you for watching. It was a revelation. We're gonna do this again soon. Well, maybe not about babies and art and other YouTubers and coffees and kitchens and great talk. Thank you, Anne. Thank you. And thank you so much for all the support, you guys. It's wonderful. And you're in my old kitchen. And you know, we just bring this out. Merci. And sorry I have been talking for so long. Peggy, go back to work. Anne, keep that little one in fit. Ricky, stop the rain dripping into the chateau. The chateau for the cats. And Peter, sorry, I just keep going. You've been working the whole time. Bravo. Thank you so much. Bye. Bye, Peter. Bye, Peggy. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.